Audiobooks Tube is glad to produce, publish, and offer. Power of Aura, Improve Your Charisma. By Sage D. Esotreasure. In a world that thrives on relationships, the concept of charisma emerges as an influential force capable of reshaping our personal and professional landscapes. But what exactly is this magnetic quality that seems to draw people in? Often perceived as an innate charm or appealing presence, charisma is not merely a rare gift bestowed upon a select few. It is a skill that can be learned, developed, and refined by anyone willing to embark on the path of self-improvement. This transformative journey is detailed in The Power of Aura, a guide that unveils the secrets of charisma, revealing how you can harness its potential to enrich every aspect of your life. Throughout this exploration, we will unpack the intricate layers of charisma, debunk persistent myths, and arm you with practical strategies to cultivate your unique brand of magnetism. From boardrooms to living rooms, charisma is pivotal in shaping our interactions and how we are perceived by others. It is the spark that ignites meaningful conversations, the warmth that nurtures relationships, and the confidence that inspires trust and respect. Whether your goal is to climb the corporate ladder, deepen personal connections, or navigate social situations with finesse, developing your charisma can unlock the door to achieving your aspirations. As we navigate this journey, we will delve into the psychology of charisma, examining its foundational elements. You will discover the various types of charisma, identify your own charismatic style, and learn to enhance essential skills such as effective communication, body language, and emotional intelligence. This comprehensive toolkit will empower you to amplify your personal magnetism. But the power of aura transcends theoretical discussions. Each section is packed with practical exercises, real-life examples, and actionable advice that you can implement immediately. By the end of this exploration, you will gain a deeper understanding of yourself, improve your ability to connect with others, and develop the confidence to command any room you enter. Prepare yourself for a transformative journey that will redefine how others perceive you and, more importantly, how you perceive yourself. The power of charisma is waiting for you. Are you ready to unlock your full potential? Understanding charisma begins with recognizing it as that elusive quality that sets certain individuals apart. It's that undefinable essence that makes people lean in when you speak, hanging on to your every word and feeling drawn to you even if they can't articulate why. At its core, charisma embodies a form of personal magnetism that empowers an individual to influence and inspire others. It's a blend of traits and behaviors that coalesce into a compelling presence, one that captivates attention and elicits positive emotions in those around them. Charismatic individuals seem to wield a magical ability to connect with others, making them feel understood, valued, and motivated toward a shared goal. The concept of charisma has intrigued scholars, leaders, and everyday individuals for centuries. The term itself originates from the Greek word charisma, which translates to divine gift or favor. This etymology hints at the long-held belief that charisma was an exclusive trait, an innate quality that could not be learned or developed. However, modern research in psychology and social sciences reveals a more nuanced and encouraging perspective. While some individuals may have a natural predisposition towards charismatic behaviors, the truth is that charisma can be cultivated, understood, and improved. To fully comprehend the essence of charisma, one must examine the psychological and social factors that amplify its power. One key element in this framework is emotional contagion, the phenomenon where individuals unconsciously mimic and synchronize with the emotions of those around them. Charismatic individuals often excel at projecting positive energy and emotions, influencing the emotional states of those in their vicinity. This creates a feedback loop of positive interaction that reinforces the charismatic person's influence. Another critical factor is the notion of social proof, a psychological phenomenon wherein individuals look to others to gauge appropriate behavior in ambiguous situations. Charismatic individuals frequently become natural focal points in social settings, with others unconsciously seeking cues on how to act or feel based on their behavior. This dynamic reinforces the charismatic individual's status and influence within the group. Cognitive biases further shape our perceptions of charismatic individuals. The halo effect is one such bias, where positive impressions in one area lead us to attribute additional favorable qualities to a person, even in unrelated areas. A charismatic individual's ability to make a strong first impression can thus enhance how others perceive them overall. However, it's essential to recognize that charisma is not a uniform trait. Research has identified several distinct types of charisma, each with its own characteristics and effects on others. Understanding these different types can help individuals identify their strengths and areas for development. Visionary charisma is perhaps the most recognized form, often associated with inspirational leaders and innovators. Individuals possessing this type of charisma can articulate a future that others cannot yet envision, inspiring hope and motivation in their followers. They exhibit contagious enthusiasm for their ideas and possess a talent for communicating complex concepts in engaging and accessible ways. On the flip side, focused charisma is marked by an intense presence and the ability to make others feel genuinely seen and heard. Those who embody this type of charisma excel in one-on-one interactions, making their conversation partners feel like the most important person in the room. They showcase exceptional listening skills and demonstrate a commitment to giving their full attention to the person they are engaging with. Kindness charisma is rooted in warmth, empathy, and a genuine concern for others. Individuals with this type of charisma have a talent for making others feel comfortable and cared for. Their soothing presence fosters a sense of safety and trust during interactions, enabling deeper connections. Authority charisma, conversely, is based on perceived competence, confidence, and status. This type is often observed in respected experts, successful business leaders, or individuals in positions of power. Authority charisma is characterized by a commanding presence, decisiveness, and the ability to project certainty and expertise. While these distinct types of charisma can be analyzed separately, many charismatic individuals exhibit a blend of these traits, adapting their approach based on the situation and the people they are engaging with. Despite the growing recognition of charisma as a skill that can be developed, several misconceptions persist that may hinder individuals in their pursuit of enhancing their own charisma. Charisma is often misunderstood as an inborn trait, leading many to believe they are either born with it or not at all. This belief can deter people from seeking to enhance their charismatic qualities. Additionally, some may think that charisma requires manipulation or insincerity. However, true charisma is built on authenticity and genuine connections with others. In essence, charisma is a multifaceted skill that can be cultivated with practice and intention. By exploring its various dimensions and understanding how it operates within social dynamics, individuals can take proactive steps to enhance their magnetic presence. Whether you aspire to inspire others, build meaningful relationships, or navigate the complexities of social situations, embracing the power of charisma can be transformative. As you embark on this journey, remember that everyone has the capacity to develop their charisma, creating a ripple effect that can influence not only their own lives but also the lives of those around them. So, are you ready to dive into this exploration of charisma? The potential for growth and transformation awaits, and the journey begins with the choice to embrace the power of aura within you. Charisma is often shrouded in myths, leading many to misinterpret its essence. One prevalent misconception is the belief that charisma is synonymous with being extroverted or outgoing. While it's true that extroverts may exhibit certain charismatic traits, introverts possess their own unique brand of charisma, particularly in one-on-one interactions. Introverts can shine through what is known as focus charisma, where their ability to listen and engage deeply can be just as compelling as any loud or flashy personality. Another common fallacy is the notion that charisma is merely about being liked. While many charismatic individuals do enjoy popularity, the true essence of charisma lies in influence and impact rather than just the pursuit of being well-liked. History is replete with charismatic figures who were controversial or divisive, yet their capacity to evoke strong emotions and inspire loyalty among their followers remains undeniable. There's also a misconception that charisma involves manipulation or a false front. While it is possible for individuals to misuse charisma for personal gain, authentic charisma is founded on genuine connection and sincere communication. The most effective and enduring charisma springs from a place of authenticity rather than pretense. Moreover, some may think charisma is only relevant for leaders or high-profile professionals. In truth, charisma enriches all forms of interpersonal interactions, from personal relationships to everyday professional encounters. Developing your charisma can enhance anyone's ability to communicate effectively, forge stronger connections, or navigate social situations with confidence and ease. Another myth is the belief that charisma is a fixed trait, you either have it or you don't. While it's true that some individuals may naturally lean towards charismatic behaviors, the skills and qualities that contribute to charisma can be learned and honed over time. Like any other skill, improving one's charisma demands practice, self-reflection, and a willingness to venture beyond one's comfort zone. Grasping the true nature of charisma, including its psychological underpinnings, different forms, and common misconceptions, is the first step in developing your own charismatic presence. By viewing charisma as a multifaceted, learnable skill, you open yourself up to the possibility of growth and improvement. As we progress in this exploration, we will dive deeper into the specific components that contribute to charisma. We will examine the roles of self-awareness and emotional intelligence, discuss the importance of nonverbal communication and body language, and explore techniques to enhance your vocal presence and communication skills. The journey to cultivating charisma is not about transforming into someone you're not. It's about revealing and amplifying the most compelling aspects of your authentic self. It's about learning to connect more profoundly with others, articulating your ideas effectively, and inspiring those around you in positive ways. As you embark on this path, approach the process with patience and self-compassion. Developing charisma is not an instantaneous transformation, it is a gradual evolution. Some elements of charismatic behavior may come naturally to you, while others might require more conscious effort and practice. Recognizing this variability is normal and should be expected. Importantly, as you cultivate your charismatic abilities, consider the ethical implications of your newfound influence. True charisma should serve to uplift, inspire, and create positive change rather than to manipulate or exploit. In the following sections, we will provide you with a roadmap for enhancing your charismatic potential. Expect to encounter exercises and techniques aimed at improving your self-awareness, refining your communication skills, and boosting your confidence. We'll also discuss how to apply charismatic principles in diverse contexts, from personal relationships to professional environments. By the end of this journey, you will possess a comprehensive understanding of charisma and a toolkit of strategies to enhance your own charismatic presence. Whether your goal is to become a more effective leader, nurture stronger personal relationships, or navigate social situations with greater ease and confidence, the principles of charisma can help you achieve your aspirations. The true power of charisma does not reside in some mystical quality. It lies in tangible, learnable skills and behaviors. By understanding the science behind charisma, dispelling common myths, and committing to personal growth, you can unlock your own charismatic potential and harness its power to transform your interactions and relationships. As we wrap up this section, take a moment to reflect on your personal experiences with charisma. Think about the individuals in your life whom you find charismatic. What qualities do they embody? How do they make you feel during interactions? Contemplate which aspects of charisma you wish to develop in yourself, and keep these goals at the forefront of your mind as we delve deeper into the foundations and techniques of charismatic behavior in the subsequent sections. remember that the journey to developing charisma is as much about self-discovery as it is about acquiring new skills. As you enhance your charismatic presence, you may not only gain influence over others but also achieve a deeper understanding of yourself and your relationships with the world. Embrace this journey of growth and self-improvement, and prepare to unlock the full power of your personal charisma. Understanding the nuances of charisma can profoundly enhance how we interact with the world around us. One essential aspect of developing charisma is self-awareness, which can be nurtured through external feedback. It's invaluable to seek insights from trusted friends, family members, or colleagues about how you present yourself in various situations. Their perspectives can illuminate blind spots in your self-perception and highlight areas for growth in your interactions with others. Equally important is emotional intelligence, often seen as the secret ingredient of charisma. Emotional intelligence encompasses the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our emotions while also understanding and influencing the emotions of those around us. This skill allows charismatic individuals to navigate social situations with grace, connect deeply with others, and respond to the emotional undercurrents in any interaction. To enhance your emotional intelligence, start by expanding your emotional vocabulary. Many people tend to default to broad categories like good or bad, missing out on the richness of their emotional experiences. By learning to distinguish between subtle emotional states, you can gain a more nuanced understanding of your feelings. This, in turn, enables you to relate more effectively to the emotions of others. Practicing empathy is another crucial aspect of emotional intelligence. Make a conscious effort to see situations from other people's perspectives. When engaging with someone, try to imagine what they might be feeling and what could be motivating their behavior. While you don't need to agree with everyone, understanding their viewpoint can help you respond more compassionately and effectively. Emotional regulation also plays a key role in emotional intelligence. It involves managing and responding to your emotional experiences in healthy ways. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings, rather, it's about acknowledging them and choosing how to express them appropriately. Techniques like deep breathing, mindfulness meditation, and cognitive reframing can help you develop better emotional regulation skills. Now, shifting our focus to nonverbal communication, let's explore the vital role of body language in charismatic communication. Nonverbal cues often convey more than words, and mastering body language can significantly enhance your charismatic presence. Charismatic individuals typically exhibit open and confident body language that invites connection and projects assurance. Start by becoming more aware of your own body language. Observe how you stand, sit, and move in various situations. Are your arms often crossed, which can seem defensive? Do you maintain eye contact, or do you frequently look away? Do you occupy space confidently, or do you try to make yourself smaller? Simply being conscious of these habits is the first step toward modifying them to project a more charismatic demeanor. To embody charismatic body language, Focus on maintaining an open posture. Keep your arms uncrossed, shoulders back, and chin up. Make appropriate eye contact to demonstrate engagement and confidence without making the other person uncomfortable. Use gestures purposefully to emphasize your points, but ensure they remain controlled and intentional. Additionally, your facial expressions are crucial in nonverbal communication. A genuine smile can create a positive impression and help put others at ease. Practice being more expressive with your face, allowing your emotions to show in suitable ways. This doesn't mean over-exaggerating your expressions. Instead, let your face reflect your engagement and interest in the conversation naturally. Equally significant is the power of your voice. How you speak can profoundly influence how your message is received and how others perceive you. Charismatic individuals often possess voices that are pleasant to hear and convey warmth and confidence. To enhance your vocal presence, pay attention to your breathing. Proper diaphragmatic breathing will give your voice more resonance and power. Try speaking from your chest voice rather than your head voice, as the latter can sound higher-pitched and less authoritative. Vary your tone and pace to maintain the listener's interest. A monotonous voice can quickly cause even the most intriguing content to fall flat. Use pauses effectively to add emphasis, allowing your listeners time to process your points and build anticipation for what's coming next. Be mindful of your volume. Ensure you speak loudly enough to be heard clearly without shouting. Focus on articulation, pronouncing words clearly, and avoiding mumbling. Perhaps most importantly, work on minimizing filler words like and like, as these can detract from your message and make you seem less confident. The pitch of your voice also impacts perceptions. Generally, slightly lower pitches are associated with authority and confidence. While you shouldn't drastically alter your natural voice, being aware of your pitch and making small adjustments can enhance your charismatic presence. Next, let's consider the elusive quality of presence. This is the remarkable ability some individuals have to command attention effortlessly. Presence is about being fully engaged in the moment, mentally and physically, and it allows charismatic individuals to make others feel like they are the only person in the room. Developing presence starts with practicing mindfulness, which involves focusing your attention on the present moment instead of being caught up in thoughts about the past or future. Mindfulness meditation can be a powerful tool for developing this skill. Even just a few minutes of focused breathing each day can significantly improve your ability to remain present in your interactions. When engaging with others, practice giving them your full attention. Put away distractions like your phone and actively listen to what they are saying. Demonstrate that you're listening through your body language, nodding, maintaining eye contact, and responding with appropriate facial expressions. Being comfortable with silence is another facet of presence. Many people feel compelled to fill every pause in conversation, but charismatic individuals recognize the power of a well-placed silence. It can create tension, emphasize a point, or give others space to process and respond. Authenticity is also integral to charismatic presence. This quality isn't about putting on a facade or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about bringing your true self into every interaction with confidence and openness. This doesn't mean indiscriminately sharing everything about yourself. Rather, it involves being genuine in your interactions and staying true to your values and beliefs. Finally, confidence is a critical component of charismatic presence. This doesn't mean you should never feel uncertain or nervous. Rather, it's about developing the ability to project confidence, even in challenging situations. Building confidence often involves stepping outside your comfort zone and embracing vulnerability. As you navigate these moments, remember that everyone experiences self-doubt from time to time. By embracing these elements, self-awareness, emotional intelligence, body language, vocal presence, and authenticity, you can cultivate a charismatic presence that resonates with others. The journey to becoming more charismatic is a personal one, filled with opportunities for growth and self-discovery. It requires practice and patience, but promises a richer, more engaging way to connect with the world. The journey of building confidence and charisma is a fascinating one, intertwining preparation, authenticity, and interpersonal skills. At the core of this process lies the understanding that confidence does not always mean being at your best. Rather, it involves projecting assurance, even on days when self-doubt creeps in. One effective method for bolstering your confidence is through thorough preparation. The more knowledgeable and well-prepared you feel, the more likely it is that your confidence will shine through in your interactions. An intriguing technique for enhancing your presence is the practice of power posing. Research has shown that adopting expansive, powerful postures for even just a few minutes can significantly elevate feelings of confidence and power. Before entering a situation where you aim to exude charisma, consider standing in a power pose, perhaps with your hands on your hips and your chin held high. This physical positioning not only boosts your self-perception but also influences how others perceive you. As you embark on the journey of developing charisma, consistency is key. These are not skills that can be perfected overnight. Instead, they are habits and mindsets that require cultivation over time. Be patient with yourself and celebrate the small victories along the way. Remember, the essence of true charisma stems from authenticity. The most compelling charisma emerges not from an imitation of others, but from being the best version of yourself. Focus on enhancing your natural strengths and fostering a charismatic presence that resonates with who you genuinely are. It's also crucial to recognize that charisma doesn't require you to be on at all times. Even the most charismatic individuals experience moments of vulnerability and quiet introspection. The goal is to develop the ability to tap into your charismatic presence when it matters while allowing space for moments of reflection and stillness. As we progress, we will delve deeper into the foundational elements of charisma and explore how to apply these principles in various contexts. Keep in mind that developing charisma is a continuous journey, not a destination. Embrace this process of growth and discovery, and you will find that your ability to connect with and influence others will organically evolve and strengthen over time. Effective communication is the lifeblood of charisma. Our words, tone, and how we engage with others breathe life into our charismatic presence. In this section, we will examine key communication skills that can elevate your interactions from mundane to extraordinary, helping you captivate, persuade, and inspire those around you. A fundamental yet often overlooked aspect of charismatic communication is active listening. Many mistakenly believe that charisma is merely about being a great speaker. However, truly charismatic individuals are, first and foremost, exceptional listeners. Active listening transcends the act of hearing words. It requires fully engaging with the speaker and demonstrating genuine interest in understanding both the content of their message and the emotions behind it. To practice active listening effectively, begin by giving the speaker your undivided attention. Put away distractions, maintain appropriate eye contact, and use body language to signal your engagement. Lean in slightly, nod when appropriate, and employ facial expressions that reflect your interest and understanding. Resist the urge to interrupt or formulate your response while the other person is still speaking. Instead, focus entirely on their words and emotions, creating a supportive space for them to express themselves. In addition to providing your full attention, utilize verbal and nonverbal feedback to show that you're actively engaged. Simple affirmations like or I see can encourage the speaker to continue, while more substantive responses, such as paraphrasing key points, demonstrate your understanding and attention. The goal of active listening is not merely to gather information but to foster a connection that makes the speaker feel truly heard and understood. This approach lays the groundwork for meaningful, charismatic communication. Empathy is another essential skill closely linked to active listening. It involves understanding and sharing the feelings of another person, enabling you to forge deep connections and respond compassionately to others' experiences. Developing empathy begins with curiosity about others' perspectives. When conversing, make a conscious effort to place yourself in the other person's shoes. What emotions might they be experiencing? What beliefs or experiences could be shaping their viewpoint? While it's not necessary to agree with everyone, striving to understand where they're coming from can dramatically enhance your communication effectiveness. Practice expressing empathy in your responses by using phrases like "that sounds challenging" or "I can imagine how you might feel." This shows that you are attempting to grasp their emotional experience without overshadowing their feelings with your own stories. Be careful not to say, "I know exactly how you feel," as this can sometimes come across as dismissive. Instead, focus on acknowledging and validating their feelings. Remember that empathy encompasses both understanding negative emotions and celebrating positive ones. Genuinely sharing in someone's joy or excitement can also help build strong connections. Next, let's turn our attention to one of the most powerful tools in a charismatic communicator's arsenal: storytelling. Humans are inherently drawn to stories, as a well-told narrative can captivate attention, evoke emotions, and make complex ideas more accessible than mere facts and figures ever could. To harness the power of storytelling, start by developing a repertoire of personal anecdotes and experiences that illustrate key points or lessons. These stories don't need to be monumental or life-altering, Often, small, relatable experiences resonate most effectively with your audience. When crafting your narratives, focus on establishing a clear structure with a beginning, middle, and end. Start with a hook that grabs attention, build tension or interest through the narrative arc, and conclude with a clear point or takeaway. Incorporate vivid sensory details to bring your story to life, and don't hesitate to use your voice and body language to enhance the telling. To hone your storytelling skills, practice in low-stakes situations, perhaps with friends or family. Pay attention to which parts of your stories resonate most with your listeners and refine your technique based on their reactions. Remember, the goal of storytelling and charismatic communication is not to dominate the conversation or show off, but to illustrate points, foster connections, and inspire or motivate your audience. Closely related to storytelling is the art of persuasion. Charismatic individuals possess a remarkable ability to sway others to their point of view, not through manipulation or force, but through authentic and compelling communication. One fundamental principle of persuasive communication is to emphasize benefits rather than mere features. Instead of listing the attributes of your idea or proposal, highlight how it will positively impact the listener or audience. Additionally, incorporating facts and statistics can lend credibility to your arguments, but ensure they serve to support your narrative rather than detract from it. This combination of personal stories and empirical evidence creates a rich tapestry that appeals to both the emotions and intellect of your audience. Remember that charismatic communication is a dance between listening, empathizing, storytelling, and persuading. By mastering these elements, you can elevate your interactions and create profound connections with those around you. Embrace the journey of developing your charismatic communication skills, and you will find that your ability to influence, inspire, and engage others will flourish in remarkable ways. As you embark on this transformative path, keep in mind that charisma is not merely an innate trait but a set of skills that can be developed and honed over time. Approach each interaction with curiosity, openness, and a commitment to authenticity, and watch as your charismatic presence unfolds and deepens. The journey may be long, but the rewards, meaningful connections, heightened influence, and a deeper understanding of yourself are undoubtedly worth the effort. Engaging your audience effectively requires a deep understanding of their needs, desires, and pain points. This is where the twin skills of active listening and empathy become indispensable. To truly connect with your audience, utilize concrete examples and analogies, which can transform abstract concepts into relatable experiences. When dealing with complex ideas, grounding them in everyday scenarios helps make your points clearer and more accessible. A powerful persuasion technique to employ is social proof. People are naturally influenced by the actions and opinions of others, so showcasing examples of how others have benefited from or endorsed your ideas can be immensely effective. True persuasion is not about winning an argument, it's about establishing common ground and nurturing mutual understanding. Be open to compromise and willing to adjust your position when faced with new information or perspectives. As you cultivate your charismatic communication skills, you'll inevitably encounter challenging conversations. Whether addressing conflicts, delivering tough feedback, or navigating sensitive topics, handling these situations gracefully is a hallmark of genuine charisma. When preparing for a difficult conversation, setting the right tone is essential. Opt for a private, comfortable environment whenever possible and initiate the discussion with a statement that conveys your positive intent. For instance, saying, "I wanted to talk to you because I value our relationship and believe it's important to address this," can create a constructive atmosphere. During the conversation, focus on using I statements to express your feelings and thoughts without placing blame. Instead of saying, "You always interrupt me," you could express, "I feel frustrated when I can't finish my thoughts." This shift in language reduces defensiveness and encourages a more productive dialogue. Maintain active listening and empathy throughout the discussion, even if you disagree with the other person's viewpoint. Acknowledge their feelings and perspectives before presenting your own. Clarity is vital in communication. Be specific in your messages and avoid vague generalities that can lead to misunderstandings. When offering feedback or discussing problems, concentrate on particular behaviors or situations rather than making sweeping statements about the individual's character. It's also essential to manage your emotions during challenging conversations. If you feel anger or frustration rising, take a moment to breathe deeply and center yourself. It's perfectly acceptable to suggest a break if the conversation becomes too heated, allowing everyone involved to regain their composure before continuing. A critical aspect of charismatic communication is the ability to command attention, particularly in public speaking situations. Whether addressing a small group or a large audience, employing the principles of charismatic communication can significantly enhance the impact of your message. Start by thoroughly preparing your content. Know your material inside and out. However, avoid memorizing a script word for word. Instead, focus on internalizing your key points and the overall structure of your talk, which allows for a more natural delivery that can adapt to your audience's reactions. The power of your voice is a vital tool in effective communication. Vary your tone, pace, and volume to keep your audience engaged and emphasize key points. Strategic pauses can also enhance your message. Well-timed pauses can create emphasis, build anticipation, or provide your audience with time to process an important idea. Engage your audience by maintaining eye contact, using inclusive language like we instead of I, and, when appropriate, encouraging participation through questions or interactive activities. Keep in mind that public speaking is fundamentally a form of conversation, even when it feels largely one-sided. Strive to establish a connection with your audience. Utilize gestures and purposeful movement to reinforce your message and maintain energy, but be cautious not to fidget or pace nervously, as these habits can be distracting. Practicing your delivery in front of a mirror or recording yourself can help identify any distracting mannerisms. Above all, let your authenticity and passion shine through. Audiences are drawn to speakers who are genuinely excited about their topic and who present their true selves. As we wrap up this discussion on charismatic communication skills, it's important to remember that becoming a genuinely charismatic communicator is a journey, not a destination. These skills take time and consistent practice to develop, and even the most charismatic individuals are always refining and adapting their approaches. Don't be discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Every interaction offers an opportunity to practice and improve. Pay attention to how people respond to you and be open to learning from both your successes and your missteps. Remember that charismatic communication is not about adopting a false persona or manipulating others. It's about bringing the best version of yourself to each interaction and connecting authentically with others to create positive outcomes for everyone involved. As you progress, focus on integrating these skills into your daily life. Look for opportunities to practice active listening in your conversations. Challenge yourself to incorporate storytelling techniques in your explanations. Approach difficult conversations with empathy and clear communication. With time and practice, you'll find that these skills become second nature, enhancing your charisma and transforming your interactions in both personal and professional settings. In the next section, we will delve into how to apply these charismatic communication skills specifically within personal relationships. We'll explore how charisma can deepen connections, resolve conflicts, and foster more fulfilling interactions with those closest to us. While charisma is often associated with public figures and professional success, its ability to transform personal relationships is equally profound. In the realm of romantic relationships, charisma plays a crucial role in both attracting a partner and maintaining a strong, vibrant connection over time. During the initial stages of romance, charisma can serve as a powerful magnet. Charismatic individuals tend to make initial connections more easily, as their warmth, confidence, and capacity to make others feel special can ignite an immediate spark of interest. However, true charisma in romantic relationships transcends the superficial charm often linked to manipulative dating tactics. Authentic charisma in romance involves forging genuine connections, demonstrating sincere interest in your partner, and inspiring each other to be the best versions of yourselves. One key aspect of charisma in romantic relationships is the ability to sustain an emotional connection over time. By fostering open communication, practicing empathy, and actively listening to each other's needs and concerns, couples can cultivate a deeper bond that strengthens their relationship. Sharing experiences, being present, and supporting each other through challenges enhances intimacy and solidifies the partnership. The transformative power of charisma extends beyond romantic partnerships. It can also enrich family bonds and friendships. The principles of charisma can help us navigate social situations with greater ease and confidence, fostering connections that contribute to our overall well-being and happiness. Ultimately, charisma is a dynamic force that can enhance every facet of our lives. By embracing the skills and strategies discussed, you can cultivate your charisma and watch it flourish in both your personal and professional relationships, leading to a more connected, fulfilling life. If you're enjoying this audiobook and finding value in the content, we kindly ask you to take a moment to subscribe to the channel. A large portion of our listeners and viewers haven't subscribed yet, and by doing so, you'll help us grow and continue bringing you more high-quality audiobooks. Your support means a lot to us, and it's just one click away. So, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to stay connected and never miss out on our latest releases. A touch of intrigue and excitement can significantly enhance long-term partnerships. This isn't about being secretive or playing games. It's about personal growth and bringing fresh experiences to the relationship. Charismatic partners have a unique talent for keeping the spark alive. Whether it's through initiating new activities, diving into deep conversations, or approaching everyday routines with a playful attitude, they make the journey together feel vibrant and engaging. Active listening plays a critical role in romantic relationships. By genuinely tuning into your partner's words, emotions, and nonverbal cues, you can delve deeper into their needs and desires. This level of understanding allows you to respond in ways that make your partner feel genuinely seen and appreciated. Coupled with empathy, another cornerstone of charisma, the ability to step into your partner's shoes can diffuse tension and fortify your emotional bond. It's essential to recognize that empathy doesn't require agreement, rather, it involves a sincere effort to understand your partner's perspective, especially during disagreements. Charismatic individuals excel at expressing appreciation and affection in their relationships. They understand the profound impact of sincere compliments and thoughtful gestures. Cultivating a habit of regularly articulating what you love and admire about your partner, both in grand gestures and in the simple, everyday moments, can strengthen your bond. During conflicts, charismatic communication skills become invaluable. The ability to address issues calmly, listen without defensiveness, and focus on solutions rather than blame can transform the way you and your partner navigate disagreements. Employing I statements, concentrating on specific behaviors, and maintaining the mindset that you're a team working to solve a problem can facilitate healthier discussions. As we shift our focus from romantic relationships to family dynamics, we see that charisma also plays a pivotal role in strengthening family bonds and navigating complex relationships. Whether interacting with immediate family, extended relatives, or chosen family, charismatic skills can foster more harmonious and fulfilling connections. One significant aspect of charisma in family relationships is the ability to adapt your communication style for different family members. What works with a sibling may not resonate the same way with a grandparent or a young niece or nephew. Charismatic individuals are adept at adjusting their language, tone, and mannerisms to best connect with each family member. In family settings, storytelling can be a powerful means of building connections and passing down family history and values. Charismatic family members often take on the role of keepers and tellers of family stories, using their narrative skills to bring the family's past to life and create a sense of shared identity and heritage. Charisma is also crucial in navigating family conflicts or tensions. Remaining calm in heated situations, listening to all sides without judgment, and seeking common ground can often make the difference between a family feud and a resolved issue. It's essential to utilize empathy to comprehend where each family member is coming from, even when you disagree with their perspective. In parent-child relationships, charisma can help create stronger bonds and improve communication. Charismatic parents often excel at making their children feel heard and understood while still maintaining necessary boundaries and authority. They leverage storytelling to make lessons engaging and memorable, fostering an emotional connection that creates safety and trust. For adult children managing aging parents, charismatic communication skills can ease what are often difficult conversations about health, finances, and evolving family dynamics. Addressing these sensitive topics with sensitivity, clarity, and respect can profoundly impact maintaining positive relationships during transitional phases. When it comes to friendships, charisma is instrumental in both forging new connections and deepening existing ones. Charismatic individuals often find it easier to initiate conversations and form initial bonds, thanks to their warmth, genuine interest in others, and ability to make people feel comfortable. However, true charisma in friendships transcends mere likability. It involves cultivating genuine, meaningful connections that endure. Charismatic friends are those who make others feel valued and understood. They practice active listening, showing sincere interest in their friends' lives, thoughts, and feelings. By remembering details from past conversations and following up on them, they demonstrate that they genuinely care. Another key aspect of charisma in friendships is the ability to provide support without being overbearing. Charismatic friends know how to encourage and assist in a manner that empowers rather than diminishes. They celebrate their friends' successes without jealousy and offer comfort in times of struggle without attempting to fix everything. Furthermore, charismatic individuals often excel at maintaining friendships over time and distance. They understand the importance of regular communication and make a conscious effort to stay in touch, even amidst busy lives. By sharing their experiences vividly, they help distant friends feel connected and involved in their lives. In group friendships or social circles, charismatic individuals often naturally assume the role of connectors. They introduce friends to one another, facilitate group activities, and help foster a sense of community. Their ability to manage group dynamics ensures that everyone feels included and valued. When conflicts arise within friendships, charismatic individuals are skilled at addressing issues directly yet tactfully. They communicate their feelings clearly without attacking, utilizing empathy to understand their friends' perspectives. Their focus remains on finding solutions and repairing relationships rather than assigning blame. Considering charisma in broader social situations, the ability to navigate social settings with ease and confidence can make interactions much more enjoyable. Whether attending a party where you don't know many people, networking at a professional event, or simply engaging with acquaintances in daily life, charismatic skills can enhance these experiences. A vital aspect of charisma in social situations is the ability to make others feel comfortable and valued. This begins with your body language, open and inviting posture, warm eye contact, and approachable gestures can significantly influence how others perceive you. In addition to body language, mastering the art of conversation is crucial for effective social interactions. Engaging in meaningful dialogue involves asking open-ended questions, actively listening to responses, and sharing personal anecdotes that resonate with others. This two-way exchange fosters connection and makes others feel appreciated. Charismatic individuals also know the value of humor in social situations. A well-timed joke or light-hearted comment can ease tension and create an atmosphere of camaraderie, making people feel more at ease. Another important element of charisma is authenticity. Genuine individuals attract others effortlessly. When you express your true self and share your passions, people are drawn to your energy. Authenticity fosters trust and builds deeper connections, allowing relationships to flourish naturally. As you navigate various social settings, remember that charisma isn't merely about being outgoing or charming. It's about creating an environment where others feel valued, understood, and connected. In conclusion, charisma can profoundly enhance our relationships, whether they are romantic, familial, or friendships. By employing active listening, empathy, and effective communication, we can foster genuine connections that enrich our lives and the lives of those around us. Embrace the transformative power of charisma as a tool to navigate relationships with grace and confidence. The journey to becoming a more charismatic individual is ongoing and requires practice, but the rewards are well worth the effort. You'll find that your ability to connect, communicate, and relate to others will grow, leading to deeper, more meaningful relationships that stand the test of time. The art of charisma is about more than just charm. It's about creating a welcoming and engaging atmosphere that makes others feel valued. By adopting open, welcoming postures, maintaining appropriate eye contact, and offering genuine smiles, you can instantly put others at ease. Charisma revolves around making people feel good about themselves rather than merely impressing them with your own qualities. When engaging with new individuals, harness the power of active listening to show authentic interest. Ask open-ended questions that encourage others to share their stories, and respond thoughtfully to demonstrate your engagement. This attentiveness is key. Remembering details they share and referencing them later signals that you genuinely care about what they're saying. Charismatic individuals often excel at finding common ground with diverse people. They can navigate various topics and identify points of connection, even with those who appear vastly different. This doesn't require pretending to be an expert on every subject, but rather expressing curiosity and a willingness to learn from others' experiences. In group settings, charismatic individuals often step into the role of facilitators. They may introduce people who share interests, draw quieter participants into the conversation, or seamlessly redirect discussions if the atmosphere becomes tense. Being aware of the dynamics in the room allows them to adjust their behavior accordingly. It's important to understand that being charismatic doesn't mean you need to be the center of attention or dominate conversations. Sometimes, the most charismatic action is to shine the spotlight on others by asking questions that allow them to share their knowledge or experiences. When faced with potentially awkward or uncomfortable social situations, charismatic individuals often utilize their sense of humor and perspective to navigate the moment. A well-timed joke or a light-hearted comment can diffuse tension without trivializing serious matters. They also tend to exit unproductive or uncomfortable conversations gracefully, ensuring that they leave on a positive note. As you reflect on the nuances of charisma and personal relationships, remember that developing these skills is an ongoing journey. Every interaction, whether with a romantic partner, family member, friend, or new acquaintance, provides an opportunity to practice and refine your charismatic abilities. True charisma isn't about creating a flawless or idealized version of yourself. It's about embracing authenticity, empathy, and positive energy in your interactions. It's essential to make others feel understood and valued while remaining true to your own values and boundaries. Moving forward, try to be mindful of how you apply charismatic principles in your personal relationships. Observe how subtle adjustments in your communication style or approach can enhance the quality of your interactions. Be patient with yourself as you hone these skills, and don't hesitate to step out of your comfort zone. The lines between personal and professional relationships can often blur, and the charismatic skills you cultivate in one area will likely enhance your effectiveness in the other. Charisma can significantly impact your professional life, particularly in leadership, networking, negotiations, and overall career advancement. In the modern workplace, technical skills and knowledge are undoubtedly important, but charisma often distinguishes truly successful professionals. Let's delve into how charisma manifests in leadership. Charismatic leaders possess a unique ability to inspire, motivate, and guide their teams toward a shared vision. They are often described as having a magnetic personality that naturally draws others in, encouraging them to follow. But what exactly differentiates charismatic leaders, and how can you nurture these qualities in your leadership style? A key element is the ability to communicate a compelling vision. Charismatic leaders don't simply set goals. They paint a vivid picture of what success looks like and why it matters. They use storytelling techniques to make their vision come alive, connecting it to their team members' values and aspirations. When communicating your vision as a leader, emphasize the why as much as the what. Help your team understand not only what needs to be accomplished, but also why it is important and how it aligns with the broader picture. Another hallmark of charismatic leadership is the ability to build strong personal connections with team members. Taking the time to understand each individual's strengths, challenges, and aspirations allows leaders to tailor their approach effectively. This personal touch enables them to provide the right balance of support and challenge, helping each person to grow and excel. Make it a point to have regular one-on-one conversations with team members that extend beyond mere task assignments and status updates. Show genuine interest in their professional development and personal well-being. Charismatic leaders also maintain calm and confidence in challenging situations. When obstacles arise, team members look to their leaders for guidance and reassurance. Charismatic leaders acknowledge difficulties while sustaining an optimistic outlook and a focus on solutions. They utilize their communication skills to keep the team informed and engaged, even during uncertain or changing times. Practicing composure during stressful situations and communicating with clarity and confidence, even in the absence of all the answers, are crucial aspects of charismatic leadership. Additionally, charismatic leaders excel at recognizing and celebrating their team's achievements. They understand the power of positive reinforcement and know how to make team members feel valued and appreciated. This recognition transcends mere praise. It often feels personal and meaningful. When acknowledging successes, be specific about what was accomplished and why it matters, connecting individual achievements to the larger team goals and values. Moving beyond leadership, charisma also plays a significant role in networking. In today's interconnected business world, your network can be as valuable as your skills or knowledge. Charismatic networkers have a knack for forging meaningful connections quickly, leaving a lasting positive impression. A key to successful networking is the ability to make others feel important and interesting. Rather than focusing on self-promotion, concentrate on creating authentic connections. Being a charismatic networker involves showing a genuine interest in others. Ask questions that invite deeper discussions about their experiences and perspectives. Take the time to actively listen and engage in the conversation, which fosters a sense of connection. Additionally, remember to follow up after networking events. Sending a quick message to express gratitude for the conversation or sharing an article that might interest them can go a long way in solidifying your connection. In summary, charisma is a multifaceted skill that enhances both personal and professional relationships. By cultivating active listening, empathy, and effective communication, you can foster genuine connections that enrich your life and the lives of those around you. Embrace the transformative power of charisma as you navigate relationships with grace and confidence. Developing these skills is an ongoing journey, but the rewards are substantial. As you grow your ability to connect, communicate, and relate to others, you'll find that your relationships deepen, leading to more meaningful interactions that stand the test of time. Navigating the world of interpersonal connections requires a nuanced understanding of how to genuinely engage with others. When meeting new people, showing authentic interest is key. This involves employing active listening skills that go beyond merely hearing words. It's about immersing yourself in the conversation. Thoughtful follow-up questions can reflect that you value what others are sharing, fostering an atmosphere of trust and connection. Networking shouldn't be a numbers game defined by the sheer volume of business cards you distribute. Rather, it should focus on cultivating meaningful relationships that stand the test of time. Charismatic networkers have an uncanny ability to identify common ground with a diverse array of individuals. They can traverse a wide range of topics and quickly pinpoint shared interests or experiences, which makes conversations flow more naturally. You don't need to be an expert in every field. Instead, develop a sense of curiosity about different industries, cultures, and viewpoints. Every encounter is an opportunity to learn, and being open to new ideas enriches both your life and the lives of those you meet. A pivotal element of charismatic networking is the capacity to articulate your own value proposition succinctly and compellingly. When you find the opportunity to discuss your work, be ready with a clear and engaging description. Utilize storytelling techniques to make your experiences relatable and highlight how your skills or insights can be beneficial to others. It's essential to shift the focus from merely what you do to the problems you solve and the value you create. One area where many people falter in networking is the follow-up. Charismatic individuals excel here because they understand that the essence of networking lies not in the initial encounter but in the ongoing relationship. Make it a habit to reconnect with new contacts, whether through a friendly email, a LinkedIn message, or an invitation for coffee. Reference specific points from your previous conversation to illustrate your genuine engagement. Importantly, approach follow-ups with a mindset of helping, considering how you can contribute to their success rather than merely seeking personal gain. Now, let's explore the impact of charisma in negotiations and conflict resolution. Whether you're navigating a business deal, advocating for a salary increase, or addressing a disagreement with a colleague, charismatic communication skills can significantly influence outcomes. A foundational aspect of successful negotiation is the ability to build rapport and trust quickly. This begins with your body language and tone of voice. Adopting open, confident postures, maintaining appropriate eye contact, and speaking in a calm, assured manner lays the groundwork for positive interactions. Mirroring techniques can be particularly effective in creating a sense of alignment with the other party. Remember that people are more inclined to agree with those they like and trust, so establishing a positive relationship can be as crucial as the specific points being negotiated. Charismatic negotiators excel at framing proposals in ways that emphasize mutual benefits. Instead of viewing negotiations as zero-sum games, they seek to create value for all parties involved. Use your empathy to understand the other party's needs and motivations, striving to find solutions that satisfy both sides while still achieving your own objectives. Active listening is vital in negotiations, and it's an area where charismatic individuals particularly shine. They don't merely wait for their turn to speak, they genuinely listen to understand the other party's position. By asking clarifying questions and summarizing their understanding, they ensure clear communication and build goodwill. Even in challenging negotiations, demonstrating that you're actively listening can uncover new avenues for agreement and help maintain a positive atmosphere. Managing emotions, both your own and those of others, is another crucial skill in negotiation. Charismatic negotiators maintain composure under pressure and can de-escalate tense situations when emotions run high. They might suggest a brief pause to regroup or redirect the discussion toward shared goals. Acknowledging emotions can be beneficial, but it's essential to do so in a way that advances the negotiation rather than derailing it. In conflict resolution, charismatic individuals often find themselves acting as mediators. Their natural inclination to see multiple perspectives enables them to help others find common ground. If you find yourself in the midst of workplace conflict, strive to remain neutral and focus on understanding each party's viewpoint. Use your communication skills to facilitate a constructive dialogue, helping each side articulate their concerns while steering the conversation toward solutions rather than blame. Let's also consider how charisma can significantly influence career advancement. Charismatic individuals often progress more swiftly in their careers, not merely because they are likable, but because they are adept at showcasing their value and nurturing strong professional relationships. One of the ways charisma aids in career advancement is through increased visibility. Charismatic individuals stand out in workplace settings, often being the ones who contribute insightful comments in meetings, volunteer for high-profile projects, or become the go-to people for solving complex problems. To enhance your visibility, actively seek opportunities to contribute beyond your basic job responsibilities. Share innovative ideas, offer assistance on important initiatives, and don't shy away from constructively challenging the status quo. Charismatic professionals also excel in personal branding. They have a clear understanding of their unique value proposition and can effectively communicate it. Consider what differentiates you in your field. What unique combination of skills, experiences, and perspectives do you bring? Once you identify these strengths, look for ways to showcase them in your work and communicate them to your network. Mentorship and sponsorship play a crucial role in career advancement, and charismatic individuals often find it easier to cultivate these relationships. They can build strong connections with senior colleagues and leaders, showcasing their potential and earning advocates for their professional growth. Look for opportunities to connect with potential mentors, whether through formal programs or casual interactions. When you have the chance to work with senior colleagues, focus on demonstrating not only your skills but also your potential for growth and alignment with the organization's values and objectives. Charisma can also be a significant asset when it comes to public speaking or presenting, skills that are often vital for career advancement. Charismatic speakers have a unique way of captivating their audiences, making complex information accessible and memorable. They utilize storytelling techniques to bring data to life and are skilled at reading the room, adjusting their presentation style to engage their audience effectively. If public speaking is an area where you struggle, consider joining organizations like Toastmasters to practice and enhance your skills. Finally, let's discuss how charisma can enhance your ability to adapt to change and thrive in diverse global work environments. In today's rapidly evolving professional landscape, adaptability is essential. Charismatic individuals are often perceived as more flexible and open-minded, which enables them to navigate change with ease. They embrace challenges as opportunities for growth and are unafraid to explore new avenues. In summary, charisma is not merely a trait, it's a set of skills that can profoundly influence both personal and professional interactions. By practicing active listening, demonstrating empathy, and effectively communicating your value, you can cultivate strong connections that enrich your life and the lives of those around you. Embrace the potential of charisma as you navigate various relationships with confidence and grace. The journey to develop these skills is ongoing, but the benefits you reap will undoubtedly be substantial. As you enhance your ability to connect, communicate, and relate to others, you'll find your relationships deepening, paving the way for more meaningful and lasting interactions. In today's fast-paced business landscape, adaptability stands out as an essential skill, particularly for those with charismatic personalities. Such individuals are adept at embracing change, approaching new processes and technologies not as obstacles but as opportunities for growth. Instead of resisting, they seek to understand the potential benefits and strive to ease transitions for themselves and their colleagues. Their communication skills play a vital role here, allowing them to clarify and demystify changes, often positioning them as informal leaders during times of transformation. When working in diverse, multicultural environments, charismatic individuals shine even brighter. They possess a natural curiosity about varying cultural perspectives and can adapt their communication style to suit colleagues from different backgrounds. This flexibility not only helps in bridging cultural divides, but also fosters a more inclusive workplace culture, making everyone feel valued and respected. As we delve deeper into the nuances of charisma in professional settings, it's crucial to remember that developing these skills is a lifelong endeavor. Each meeting, presentation, or casual chat with a coworker is a chance to hone your charismatic abilities. It's important to emphasize that charisma is not about crafting a false persona or manipulating others. Rather, it involves presenting your authentic self in professional interactions. This means communicating with clarity and empathy while focusing on adding value for both yourself and others. In your career journey, aim to be mindful of how you apply these principles daily. Small modifications in your communication approach can significantly influence professional relationships and outcomes. Be patient with yourself as you refine these skills, and don't hesitate to step outside your comfort zone. By enhancing your charismatic qualities in professional contexts, you can not only advance your career but also contribute to a more positive and productive work environment for your colleagues. Whether you're leading a team, negotiating a deal, or collaborating with peers, charisma can serve as a powerful tool to achieve success and create a meaningful impact in your professional life. Reflecting on the broader theme of charisma, it's vital to acknowledge its transformative power in both personal and professional spheres. Our journey through understanding charisma has illuminated the often misunderstood nature of this trait. We began by unraveling the myths surrounding charisma, reframing it from an innate, elusive quality possessed by a select few to a skill set that anyone can cultivate over time. Delving into the psychological and social foundations of charisma, we gained insight into the significant influence charismatic individuals wield over those around them. We explored the essential components that form the backbone of charismatic behavior, emphasizing self-awareness and emotional intelligence. Understanding how these internal qualities manifest externally is crucial for effective interpersonal interactions. We also examine the importance of body language and vocal techniques in projecting confidence and warmth. How we carry ourselves and the tone we use can greatly affect how others perceive us. Presence, the ability to engage fully with the moment, emerged as another key factor, allowing charismatic individuals to make others feel truly acknowledged and appreciated. Building on these foundations, we turned our attention to the art of charismatic communication. Active listening and empathy are paramount in forging deep, meaningful connections with others. We discovered the effectiveness of storytelling in captivating attention and making complex ideas more relatable. Additionally, we tackled the often daunting challenge of handling difficult conversations with grace and effectiveness, a skill that proves invaluable in all aspects of life. Our exploration continued into the realm of personal relationships, where we recognized how charismatic behaviors can enhance romantic partnerships, strengthen family bonds, and deepen friendships. We found that charisma in personal interactions isn't about perfection or always being agreeable. It's about embodying authenticity, empathy, and positive energy. Transitioning back to the professional sphere, we noted the profound impact charisma can have on career advancement. Charismatic leadership can inspire and motivate teams, while networking built on charismatic foundations can lead to invaluable professional relationships. We also examined how charismatic negotiation skills can yield more favorable outcomes. Furthermore, we explored how charisma enhances one's ability to adapt to change and thrive within diverse global work environments. As we conclude this exploration, it's essential to recognize that developing charisma is not about becoming a different person. Instead, it's about embracing the best, most engaging version of yourself. It involves refining your ability to connect with others, communicate effectively, and bring out the best in those around you. The journey toward becoming more charismatic is ongoing. Each interaction, conversation, and presentation is an opportunity to practice and polish these skills. Remember to be patient with yourself as you incorporate these techniques into your daily routine. Small, consistent improvements can lead to significant transformations over time. With the development of your charismatic abilities comes an important responsibility. Use your influence not just for personal gain, but to create positive change in your relationships, workplace, and community. While charisma can open doors and create opportunities, it's your authenticity, integrity, and genuine care for others that will sustain those relationships and support your long-term success. Let your journey toward increased charisma be a means of fully expressing your true self in every interaction. It should empower you to articulate your ideas more effectively and connect more deeply with those around you. As you move forward, carry with you the knowledge that charisma is attainable. With awareness, practice, and patience, you can unlock your charismatic potential and leverage its power to transform your life, positively impacting the lives of those around you. Though the road to becoming more charismatic can be challenging, it is invariably rewarding. Embrace this journey of growth and self-discovery, and watch as your newly acquired charismatic skills open up a world of possibilities in both your personal and professional life. Copyright 2024 by Audiobooks Tube. Thank you for listening. Please consider to subscribe, like, and share to help the channel grow new videos on a daily basis.